Hello, everybody. Greetings, peace, love, light, goodness, wholeness to you all. How are you? This is Sister Yaya here with Soul Tribe Heals and Soul Tribe Caribbean Apothecary. Please visit us online at soultribeheals.com. If you're watching this video, first I want to say welcome. Second, I want to say thank you. And third, I'd like to ask you to like, subscribe, share, and comment on this video because this evening I got some really good information for you. I mean, I really got the tea on this. But when I came across this information I'm about to share with you, it came from a way I never thought I would get this information. But I'm so happy and I'm so honored, I'm so proud to share with you what we've been doing here, Soul Tribe, in Progreso Beach, Mexico. A lot of you have been following our stories and you know sort of the changes that we had since August with losing the house to Hurricane Ida and our business supplies and everything like that, and then trying to figure out what our next move is going to be, living in hotel here, there. It was definitely a time to discuss, but that's not what we're going to talk about. I'm grateful that we're here now together and we're sharing this time because I'm going to share some really important information with you and something really personal. As you know, I'm pretty open about things in my life for several reasons. One of the reasons why I'm so open is because I realize that we're all connected. I realize not one person is better than the other just because they may have abilities to heal, just because they may have abilities to do what they call special spiritual things. No, 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 no. We are all the children of a divine mother, right? And when one suffers, the other suffers in some ways, right? Because we're connected. So I like to share my stories with you. I love to share these journeys with you because it allows us to connect, right? It allows us to know that we're whole, we're one. And what happens to one happens to another, right? So this is why I share these things with you. Very personal, but it's very healing as well. And you can follow my journey of healing and hopefully you'll find some gems in my story that can help yourself or maybe someone you love or a relative because we all are connected. Okay? So let's get to the juice. By the way, before we get to the juice, Caribbean Healing Herbalism is happening March 3rd, 2020. If you want to get in on the Cromanti secrets of healing, of wellness, our numerology and herbal compounds, you want to get in on the good stuff on Caribbean Cromanti Healing. Look up Cromanti, Kromanti. Find out what we're about the maroonage and the medicines and the things that, of such that we practice in that class. So the link is on soultribeheals.com or you can send me a message, okay? Let's get into the juice. Okay, so a lot of people I've shared about, a lot about my life. One of the things I've always dealt with in my physical body has been back pain. Back pain, back pain, back pain. I can always remember having back pain even when I was young. Back and my shoulders, my back and my shoulders. So over the years, I mean, you're talking over 30 years, just adjusting to it, just, sitting differently or stretching or just doing different things to accommodate the pain. As I continue to walk in this journey, I realized that, and of course my culture has taught me that when things happen in the body, which we teach in the class, it's always an energetic force first. What do I mean by that? Okay, if your right leg is hurting or if your left foot, whatever is having the pain at that moment is our messengers that there's an energy within us that's not in balance for ourselves. Now, balance is one of those things that you can decide what it means to you. Is balance for me, may not be balance for you, may not be balanced for the third person. But when something's not in balance, you may feel it in the form of pain in your body. So with this back pain, I know from my mother wounds of having to take on a lot of responsibility, being very young, also being a teenage parent at 14, never really having a childhood, always being very serious, always working and being very, very serious. I know I've always carried a lot. I already know these things. I know I used to carry the emotional baggage and the struggles of my mother and a lot of different things. This is just my journey. I've always suffered with this thing. So as you know, and coming to Mexico and the situation of how we got here is a little traumatic as well, right? For all of us, but we're always divinely protected and we're always divinely covered. And I say all this to say because we are human beings as well. We're in this flesh, right? Although we are 99.999% non-physical, we are in this physical realm. And when things happen in our lives, such as tragedies and things happen in our lives that are, it's okay to acknowledge them. So if anyone needs permission to permission themselves to acknowledge where they are, there you go. Go ahead and permission yourself. And so I came to here to Maida September 22nd, and still with the back pain. And now it's getting bad. Like it is getting worse, 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 worse. I can't really move around. I can't really sit down comfortably. I can't sleep. And I'm pacing the floors. I'm stretching, doing everything I know to do. Right. So I've been seeing a natural Mayan shaman, the Mayan shaman chiropractor, and actually a doctor as well, all three. Dr. Luciano, he's of Kuwait Mayan traditional medicine. I'm going to put his information there if anyone wants to get in contact with him. He's an excellent healer. And so we've been doing chiropractic adjustments every week, and they've been helping tremendously. But let me tell you something. Last Monday came around. I don't know what happened. I was in so much pain. I'm crying. My husband he's trying to console me. And then Spirit said to me, yeah, call on Raphael. So Raphael, okay, this is when I'm going to call you Raphael. So okay, call on Raphael. If anyone doesn't know, Raphael is the archangel of healing. So I'm calling, and she said, call him, he's going to help you. So I call him in the morning, I'm pacing the floors, I'm sitting down maybe about 4:30 in the morning. I said, Raphael, come do what you need to do. So he shows up, he has this green outfit on, and he's just chill, like just smiling. So I said, yeah, I got you. Okay, so I'm still in pain, but Raphael said he's gonna work this out. So I'm still in pain, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing is just, it feels like labor. Any women been in labor? I have 2 children, no medication. That's what it felt like. Excruciating. So later on that day, I'm just pacing, and I'm deciding to lay down, and then the nanny comes. Oh God. She comes, she's like, hola, buenos dias. I'm like, oh, buenos dias. And I'm crying. I'm in the bed, I'm crying. Now, I'm always up before she gets, talking to her excited. This time in the bed. And I'm crying. She said, oh, ¿qué pasó, Yaya? ¿Por qué? She's talking. And I'll say, oh, my back is hurting. I don't know what to do. I can't move. I'm in so much pain. I'm barely breathing, it feels like. She said, okay, give me a minute. So she calls her, what's this person? Her friend on the phone, who's a physical therapist. He said, I'm going to call him and see if he can come, blah, 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 blah. I said, please. In the meantime, I'm texting Dr. Luciano and telling him how much pain I'm in, and if he could, I don't know what to do because I'm an hour away from him. And it could be a comfortable ride, but it could be a very uncomfortable ride, and I couldn't risk it. I didn't have the pain tolerance for it. So he says, okay, listen to this, call the pharmacy and order this prescription. Okay. I don't have the faculties for this. I'm just trying to get better, right? So, okay, then now the nanny comes, and she's calling her friend, who's the physical therapist. Mr. Elio, thank you so much. Dr. Luciano, thank you so much. I love you. So she's talking to him, and she's telling me what my symptoms are, and what I'm looking like, and what's going on. And she calling, I don't know. And I said, I have the name of this prescription in my hand. I said, I need this. And she said, oh, okay. And then we find the names of the local pharmacies around here. So she calls it in. She calls in my prescription. Okay. So I give her the address, and because here the Mexican address is different from okay, you'll figure that out when you get here. So she does all of that, calls the physical therapist. She said, no, the physical therapist says he can't get here until 6 o'clock, or 5 o'clock rather. I said, I don't care. Just tell him to come. Just tell him to come. So he comes later on. But this is what I'm going to tell you. Now, I'm not one for taking any medications. I've never been that kind. Never. This is a moment of true transparency, right? 100% transparency. I had to do something about this pain because it was beyond my control. Raphael said he had me, so I was in the hands of who had me, right? And sometimes we have to use discretion in situations in our lives. So people may say, oh, I will never do this, or I'm this, I eat this, I never eat that. People may say those things, and until a time comes where you have to make some serious decisions on your comfort or your pain tolerance or your health, some of those things you'll be willing to work around to get to the next level, right? It's only, you use your discretion in that. And this time I decided to take something that was going to help with this pain so I could think, so I could move, so I know what to do. So she calls in the prescription. 30 minutes later, this prescription arrives at my door. What? Okay, so we have delivery here for pharmacies. So if you need anything from the pharmacy, you can call them and say, okay, I need this, 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 this. This is the price. This is how much it's gonna be. Delivery. That's it. So it came in 30 minutes. And can I tell you how much my prescription was? We'll just take a guess. In your mind, guess how much it was? Less than $5 for prescription strength pain medication that was called in via WhatsApp. And that's with the tip, because you had to tip the brother. I had to tip him, right? I was just so grateful that to have the accessibility, if I needed it in that point, I did, right? And it came, and he was quick with it. It came with instructions. It's just like a regular prescription box you'll get in the United States. It's just in Spanish, and it's pretty easy. You can put it in Google Translate, and boom. So I'm taking that right away. Now this came at the recommendation. I was able to text the shaman chiropractic, told him what I needed. That was his recommendation. And within an hour, I had my prescription for $5, and I didn't need to leave my house. Did not. So that's to me, because it was, I would say, more of a fortune. People may say a blessing. I don't know. But that to me was very important, because I didn't want to leave my house. I couldn't leave my house. But I also had resources all around me, from Dr. Luciano, from the nanny coming in, from Elio, who I'll talk about later, to the pharmacy, and having that service where this situation, I was able to be served, right, when I really needed it. So, okay, now we at $5, because I told you this thing is going to be $50. So we need $45 somewhere. We need to find $45. Okay. So I take the one capsule just once a day. I take that, and I start moving. Now I'm able to move, because I got to do things. I can't just sit in the bed, because that don't work for me. Now I'm able to move, able to go to the beach, to go down up and down stairs, to climb, to walk on sand. These things may feel common to you, but when you can't do it for whatever reason, you develop a gratitude. You develop an appreciation for when you can open your eyes, when you can smell, when you can hear. And that's why I tell people in my consultation, I said, if you need to help with some gratitude, start with your body. Give thanks from the soles of your feet. Give thanks for your toenails. Give thanks for your toes, that you can move them, your ankles, because if any of this is not working on your body, you're gonna feel different. You're not gonna feel great, right? So I say, be grateful for everything. So I was really grateful to be able to move around. I was really happy to be able to bend, with my back being the way it was. All right. So now we have $5, and I'm moving around, feeling good. I had to cancel my meetings and everything for that day. Now later on, Mr. Elio show up. Now it's raining. By the way, it's raining in the city. Raining, so he's late. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like 6:30. I'm in pain. I'm not taking. Where's this guy? He's coming because the medication's wearing off. And I'm taking my soursop tea, and it's helping to manage the pain. I'm drinking that throughout the day, and now I'm feeling momentum, but now it's wearing off. And I'm like, okay, where he at? So he gets here. He comes up the stairs. Now he brings his massage table. He has his bag. He has his lotion. He has everything. He's like, hola, buenas tardes, yeah, I'm so sorry. I said, no worries. Can you please help me? He was like, okay, well, where's the problem? And I speak Spanish enough to get, pretty good, I think. And so I'm telling him where the problems are, where I think it's starting from, and that I just need him to help this body. And so, what this man said? This man said, I'm going to teach you something. I'm like, huh? I need your massage. He said, no, the first thing you have to learn something. I said, ain't this I said, okay. So then we go in the room, and I posted these videos on my YouTube that says about healing back pain naturally, holistic healing. There's like 6 videos of just me going through therapy. He said, the first thing I got to get you to do is relax. I said, what you talking about? He said, I can see it. I can feel that your muscles are very contractados, very tense. This is why you're having the pain. I said, dang. So, I kid you not, we spent maybe an hour and a half, Papi, but an hour and a half just breathing and moving slow. When I say slow, I mean like slow. And I'm like, what is we up here doing? I'm trying to tell him. He said, breathe, teaching me how to breathe, how to inhale, exhale, how to count, breathe. So I did all the exercises, and you can see them for yourself. on my YouTube channel, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. So the different breathings that we're doing, different exercises that we're doing. He said you have to breathe. You have to put oxygen into your muscles. You can't move unless you breathe. And when he said that, it was like, aha, that's been it. Living in the States, and those who are still living in the States now, everything is work, work, run, run, grind, grind, go, go, go. When do we get a chance to breathe? When do we get a chance to just say no, or just be? We're eating on the run. We're on our phone. We're doing different things all the time. Everything else has our energy except for ourselves. My issue was I needed to, and I want to say this, and being in a softer humanity, and definitely living by the ocean, it has a tendency to soften you. If you know anything about like nature, anything that's soft will override anything that's hard. So water can wear down rocks. It wears down metals. It wears down everything just by being its gentle self, right? And in being here in Progreso Beach in Mexico, it has been very gentle. However, my body was still moving, and my thoughts were still moving at the speed as if I was still in the United States, if I was still that 14-year-old girl who just had a baby and still got to go to school and still had to figure out she's going to pay everything and still trying to get her body together and still trying to work on herself at 14. My body was still in that mode. How do I know this? After the exercise, I felt amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel wonderful, because he was going to teach me. He didn't touch me. As you see, he taught me everything, and I helped to heal myself, right? After we did that, the next day I got up feeling great, feeling wonderful, trying to remember everything he taught me. But then I started having pain again. But Spirit said, yeah, what are you thinking about? What's on your mind, right? In that moment, like Spirit would speak, right? Listen to Raphael, because Raphael, Archangel, is very intelligent, right? You ask him to help you heal, he will help you heal, but he's going to teach you as well, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about all the things I have to do today. That's when I feel my back start to contract, right? Then I went outside on the beach, we're playing, and baby's playing, and I'm thinking about something else. And I'm getting these pains in my back, again, and my shoulders a little bit. And it's like throbbing, because I've been relaxed, really super relaxed for hours, almost a day, feeling wonderful. And then when I felt the Spirit said, what are you thinking about? Gosh, I'm thinking about having to write this report, or I'm thinking about having to go to the city and get this, and I'm thinking about that. That's it, yeah. You're not in your moment. You're not in your moment. You're thinking about all the possibilities of all the infinite outcomes of how your day can go. And while you're thinking about that, there's life in front of you. There's so many wonderful things we want you to see. And now you're in a softer humanity. You can no longer carry these loads, energetic loads. You can no longer worry to the extent, or think to the extent, or do to the extent that you used to. You're in a different environment. You're becoming a different being. We are in a new world. So it's time to leave those old things behind, including old thoughts, old way of moving. Spirit brought me to my mother wounds, or the mother wounds. I'm not going to claim them anymore, right? Because they're separate from my divine self. The mother wounds, and carrying the issues of my mother, hence the back problems, hence the shoulder problem. Depending on where it's located in your back can tell you sort of where this energy is coming from. So these are the things, you can know your body, your spirit, your soul is no longer accommodating. So either you change or you suffer. And anybody like myself, I don't like to suffer. I'm like, no, I like my comfort and my joy, please. I ain't got time for no drama, no nothing. So it was a call for me to continue to release those things that no longer serve me. And it takes time. If you ever gone through anything traumatic, if you ever had something major happen in your life, it takes time for your body, first of all, your nervous system, first of all, it takes time for these things to balance out. But Spirit offered me an opportunity through the pain I was having in my back to observe myself. Brought me a healer all the way in Mexico to observe myself, to see what is going on. Okay, so I told you it was $5 we spent on a prescription that was delivered to my house in 30 minutes, right? So when Mr. Elio came, guess how much his visit was? I had to check the rate today, because the rate changes. His visit was only $39. $39. And he came to my house. I didn't go to visit him. I didn't have to travel. $39. And what did I get for this less than $50 miracle or holistic healing? A, I got the opportunity to see a reflection of myself that needed to change. I got the opportunity to see things within my thought life that no longer serve me, and the opportunity to release it through breathing, right? It started with the pain, because that was just so unbearable. It started with that. Then it was just a process when Raphael comes to work. I mean, he is a process so you can learn. You learn about healing, right? Then people came, then the healer came, then the nanny. All these things, Spirit is orchestrating. So I'm able to talk to the shaman, text him, get what I need. Great. Go to the pharmacist, speak to the nanny. The nanny's able to order the prescription and have it delivered, less than $5. Then she's able to call her friend who does physical therapy. He's able to come, but it's at night, but he's still able to come. And my steps are being ordered little by little by little by little by little. This to me has been the cheapest miracle in terms of what you would pay. And what I mean by miracle, because I got a chance again to see what no longer serves me. Right? I got a chance to experience another level of community. When you can call and pick up the phone and you know somebody on the other line truly cares and really wants to help you and actually does and takes the steps to help you, that's amazing. I don't know how many people can say that happens quite often. I know for a very long time I haven't been able to say that. But being here in Progreso Beach and Mérida, Mexico, in the Yucatan has been amazing. The levels of holistic care is to another level that I have yet to experience in the United States. Yes, in the United States. The level of care, of concern, of attention to details. Now, not every healer is like this. My experience, I know, is probably rare, but I know it's the experience I'm meant to have, because I've made some wonderful people along this journey that's helped me to heal my mind, my body, has helped me to, again, be a reflection of those things that no longer serve me, and I'm able to let them go with more love, grace, and ease because their support is here. One of the things that had been, I felt, had been lacking in the States was the level of support. And now that I'm looking, and I'm still feeling into this thing, and I just feel like the culture in general, everybody's needing support. Everybody's going through it, right? And so how can some people give to you what you feel like you need to deserve when they actually probably need it for themselves? This is how I'm thinking about it. But here, because the humanity is a lot softer, people still greet each other constantly, look each other in the eye, they speak to you. Hi, how are you? Where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. Do you need anything? Is there anything we could do? Are you enjoying your stay here? Oh, where are you from? You know, all these type of things. It's been amazing. That in itself has been super healing. I would recommend this place for single mothers, for maybe people who are who may need extra support in their health, mental health, definitely, a spiritual walk. Older people who may be on a limited income, because things here are very affordable. I've spent less than $50 for my appointment, and I had my prescription filled and delivered. And I had the therapist come to my house, spend about 90 minutes, which I didn't say, 90 minutes explaining things, doing exercises, doing different things, and explaining everything what's going on with me so I can help to heal myself. He said, yeah, I regret to inform you that I don't think you'll be my client for very long. I think you're really going to be better really, really soon. I said, you think so, Elios? He said, yes. I said, good. I hope, let it be so. And I can tell you, I feel a lot better. Ever since that session, and I've been doing the exercises. You know, one day I didn't do it, and the next day I was really in the pain mode, but I got back on my exercises, and my breathing has been amazing. I will continue my therapy with him because I want to continue learning, growing, and also with Dr. Luciano as well, learning Mayan shaman healing techniques, learning chiropractic, learning a lot of different things I'm learning just by healing myself, just by coming here and being on open vessel and being very vulnerable. Like I'm telling you today, you know, I'm all about the natural and all the natural healing, but this time I had to learn something. And I'm so glad I went through this process so I can share it with you. So I can tell you, hey, look, there's healing and there's opportunities for growth outside of the continental United States, outside of people in your cultural group, what we're told to only do. There's another world here. I live a totally different life here. I live a totally different life. And I'm happy about it because I wanted to change. I wanted to change my energy. I wanted a refreshing. I wanted something different. This place has changed me. Again, that which is soft wears down those things that are hard, right? So the things that are in your heart, right? The anxiety, depression, one may be experiencing, the sleeplessness, the hopelessness, the overthinking, whatever it is. If you're able to get into another environment for a period of time and around certain people of the energy, of the vibration of love, of that vibration of openness and acceptance, where you're not worrying about what you're wearing when you're going out, what you got to do here, got to do this, you're not worrying about any of that because those are not things that people do here, right? It's super soft, but that softness is very mothering, and that's what I desired. And in some of my prayers, when I go back in my journals, I desire to be mothered, right? And this place has been that, not just for me. Hopefully I can speak for my husband. Hopefully I can speak for my son as well. When I say it has really been a beautiful experience being here. A lot of people have asked, yeah, how can we, what do you think about Mexico? How can one live? How can one? It's very affordable. Do your research. Um, it's a lot of fun, a lot of things to see, but it's also very different than the States, right? So if your heart is open and your mind is open and you're willing to deprogram a lot of the things that you've learned from school, is it safe? Is it safe? Is it all the other stuff? Look, depending on where you go, but where we are is super safe. And actually, Mérida is considered the second safest city in the world, right, Papi?
It's the second in Yucatan. It's the safest state in Mexico.
Yes, it is the safest state in Mexico. It's the Yucatan, right? But it's the city of Mérida, which is the capital. I think it's the capital of the Yucatan, right, Mérida?
Yeah, it's the safest or the second safest city.
Okay.
Yucatan is the safest state in all of Mexico.
Okay, so Mérida is the second safest city
In the world.
in the world. You look it up, Merida. Mérida. People call it Merida. However, I just spelled it for you. So look it up. It's the second safest city in the world, right? And the Yucatan, where we live, where Mérida is located clearly, is the first safest state in Mexico. People from other places of Mexico come here for safety, right? And so, I talk about, before I came here, the different rituals we've done to communicate with the spirits that are here, our intentions for coming. Because we had plans on coming, but that's not how we came in so soon, right? And let me tell you, it has been miraculous up until today. Every day, right, Puppy? Every day we see miracles.
Every day.
Every day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? Yes, because I'm softening. I'm softening my energy and I'm silencing my waters from the PTSD of life. And when you're able to silence the noise that we have on the inside, you're able to hear the divine guidance and have divine guidance on a higher level with less work and less stress. Latanya Hill says, I completely understand how you feel, sis. So excited for you and your family. Thank you. Can't wait to leave the U.S. Yes, if you can, get. If Spirit's talking to you, get. And get quick. And I tell people, look, don't worry about no job. Don't worry about all these things. Because here's the thing. There's no job to go to if there's no you. What I mean, you and your mind, body, and soul. There's no house to be had to live in if you're not living your life. The house doesn't matter if you're only working to pay that note so that you can work and pay the note again. Where's your enjoyment? Where's your rest? Where's your recuperation? One of the things I also want to encourage you all to just continue to know that you're worthy. Continue to know that you are worthy. One of the affirmations I say often, I am worthy. I mean, all this goodness around here, let me tell you, the fruits and vegetables, y'all see the videos I'll be posting, I just be eating, and I'm still losing weight. Like the nanny said today, she said, wow, you lost so much weight. I said, yeah, because there's a lot of stress, but I eat. I'm about to eat after I finish this, truth be told. And like things I used to never eat bread. I eat that here because it's so light. I am doing the things that I enjoy. And in doing the things I enjoy, I've been losing weight. I've been feeling marvelous. I've been meeting great people. Because it's all about your joy. So if you're on that grind, look, you can get off that grind. And it's easy. Do your numbers. Talk to your ancestors. Do some rituals. Put your intentions out there and make it happen. I can't say everything was perfect when we got here, but I can say everything was perfect when we got here. I can't say everything in our life is perfect. Another thing has come to me is I've learned to accept for life for what it is. The good, the bad, the different. I just learned to say, okay, it is what it is. The universe will make a way. God will make a way. And let me tell you, we see miracles on a daily basis. Brianna, thank you. She said, our move to Maryland has been the best thing I've done in my entire life. Congratulations. Come check us out one of these days in Progreso Beach. We'll be there this Thursday from 1 to 3 with some products of Yemenia. So we'll be there if you want to come check us out, Brianna. Thank you so much. Thank you. Tanya, let me see. She says true. Yes. So these are the things that are available, and I still didn't get to $50, y'all. And I even tipped the driver and tipped the guy. I still didn't get the $50. So this was my $50 treat. Home treatment. Learn about a lot about myself. Learn how much love and support is really all around me. In the States, I couldn't call nobody when my back was hurting. I couldn't. And you know ain't nobody coming to your house. You already know ain't nobody trying to come to your house. Even before this whole situation going on, ain't nobody coming to your house. For less than $40, a house call for an hour and 30 minutes. And I learned so much. Helped to heal my back. And spoke to my husband about different things that we could do. Amazing. These are the things that are available. Not just to me. Not just to certain people. To put yourself first. I mean, and it's a commitment. It's a moment by moment commitment. Every decision that you make, does this honor me? Everything that you do, is this the right? How do I feel about it? Mexico is kind of slow. So all that fast moving I be trying to do in the States, it don't happen pretty good here at all. So it has slowed me down, but I needed that grace. I needed that opportunity to slow down because sometimes we can't slow down on our own. Sometimes we need situations and circumstances to help us to evolve because the environment that we're in is not conducive to that type of work. Not saying it's impossible, but it does become extremely difficult. And in that difficult comes a level of fatigue, of always trying, of always working. We're not meant to labor as much as we do. There are times of rest. For example, in the winter's a great time to rest. You know, people want to keep running and doing this, and the holidays, gotta do this, gotta do that. It's a time to chill out. Nature's resting. Things are moving slow for a reason. And so I pray that you find the season of rest in your lives. I pray that you continue to be inspired to dream. Continue to pray that the Spirit continues to bring you your imagination. A lot of us as children lose imagination due to our childhood, due to experiences that we've had. Our imagination is whoop. But that's the imagination we still need to create in our lives. That's the same imagination, that's the same energy you need to move forward in your life as an adult, to manifest is your imagination. So pray that the Spirit will bring back your imagination so you can dream and do the impossible. Yes? Every time I get up early in the morning, the first thing is to get outside and walk on the beach because the water helps my imagination. Right? I look how infinite and how abundant that ocean is. I'm like, wow, I never get tired of it. Because the depth of that water is the depth of how much love and provisions and joy and peace that's available. And every day I go out there, it's a discipline. It's a reminder. When I hear the waves, I'm listening to the waves now. I don't know if you can hear, but they're not very loud. I'm listening to the waves, and those waves are like a prayer for me. You can do it. You're doing it. Forget that. You're doing it. Keep going. And when I find when I come against those emotional blockages where I'm like, oh, I know this feels kind of, Spirit's like, you got it. Come on, let's go. Mexico has really worked on a lot of things inside of me that I didn't even know existed. And so I'm excited because I get to rediscover myself. I get to rediscover my childhood. I get to rediscover so many things I felt were gone. And I just said, okay, it is what it is. Move on with my life. Give thanks and just be happy. But Spirit said, no, that imagination, that creativity, that's yours. Go and get that. That joy, that playfulness, that's you too. We're going to get that. But it required a slowing down in my body. It required a slowing down in my thoughts. A stillness. Sometimes ain't nothing to do around here. I mean, there's no shopping mall. There are shopping malls, but there's no store just to run to be in. It's you, your nature, people around you, the air, the water. And I wasn't a runner. You know, even when I lived in the United States, I was definitely in the country. That was my type of thing. But it's even slower here in some ways. In some ways not. But it's allowed me the opportunity to really dig deep and be excited about it. And again, be in a very mothering, extremely mothering environment where it felt safe to unpack certain emotions, right? Where it felt safe to release or even acknowledge certain thoughts and feelings, right? Because sometimes it don't feel safe. And I could be speaking for myself. This may not be your situation. That's okay. But Mexico has really been wonderful. So that, friends, have been my $50 holistic appointment, and I continue to have my appointments. I didn't need to take the whole prescription at all. I just took one, two, and then the exercises and wine. So there was no need to do that. I'm continuing on my soursop daily, my soursop tincture. By the way, our herbs and products will be returning to the website soon. You can look out for that. We have some other great things that are coming that are working in the midst as well. But we continue the work. This time with a little bit more patience for myself, a little bit more grace, more ease, more love, different ways of working, different ways of doing things, different ways of moving, because things are just totally different. But I'm excited for that which is different because I'll be able to birth something new. So if anyone has any questions, put them in the chat. I can see the comments. Let's see here. I can see comments, Brianna. Thank you all for standing online and listening. If you have any questions about the healers I went to, I can give you that information, send me a message, no problem, and I will respond to you. So another thing I want to say is that whatever is required for your well-being, just do it. Nothing's more important than you. I know I said it earlier. Nothing is more important than your health and your wellness. And for mothers, sometimes we say, oh, I do this for the kids. I put them first. Well, guess what? If you're not here, the kids can't enjoy your presence. You can't enjoy. Nobody can enjoy your presence because you ain't here. And sometimes we physically can be here, but mentally we can be checked out. Emotionally, we can be gone, right? So be mindful to take very good care of yourself. Be thoughtful of yourself. Think about how you feel. Even in this moment, you're watching this video. How do you feel? What is it you need? Do you need some water? Are you a little hungry? A little tired? How's your back feeling? Your feet? Your head? These are the things of paying attention to yourself. The indications, right? When Spirit speaks to us, sometimes we feel it in our bodies, and in my case, that was my situation, right? But whatever it is that you feel like you need, do give it to yourself. You are so worthy of it. And I'm gonna tell you, I've seen miracles upon miracles upon miracles being in here. It's been like, wow. I've had to put myself first. And so it's a thing. It's a thing that I continue to work through and I continue to share about because we're in this thing together. And I know we can do it together. I know we can all heal in all areas of our life. I believe that we all can be strong. I believe that we all can have the healing that we deserve. I believe we can have it all. I believe you can have your cake and eat it too. That's my other confession. We can have our cake and we can eat it too. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time and sharing with me on this journey. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Please feel free to send us a message, info@soultribeheals.com, or you can leave a comment here on YouTube, and I'll come back and I can respond that way. If you have any questions about being in Mérida or in the Yucatan or in Progreso Beach or things like that, please send us a message. Don't forget to check us out online at soultribeheals.com. Oh yes, and Thursday this week, we will be at Progreso Beach from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. We'll have our Yemen Ya baths and our candles available to you. Baby, you have any candles? Oh, you have any candles? To you to do the healing with Yemen Ya. Let's work with our energy. 2022 is coming up. We don't have to do it alone. We're never doing it alone. That's number one. But we can invoke the spirit of the Divine Mother to help us to heal, help us to be renewed. Thank you. Help us to be, you can get the other things. Thank you. Help us to be the people, the person, the energy that we want to be. Call on her energy to help us. So I have a few products here for our Yemen Ya kit. I just want to show you real briefly so you can see here. Thank you, sweetie. Gracias. So you can see here some of the wonderful things. Some of these things will be coming to our site soon as well. So you have your Yemen Ya bath with her 7 conchas at the bottom, 7 seashells. So you'll have this. This is a huge bottle. You see where it is on my shoulder, right? This is huge. So, your packet, the packet that you come on Thursday from 1 to 3 will do this. All right. Copy is the copal over there as well. You'll be able to choose between one of the two candles that we've prepared for you and get the camera on there. And it also has the blessing and the healing power, thank you, of Yemaya as well. These are 7-day candles for your ritual. You want to work with her with the number of 7. That is her number. So you want to do things 7 days, 7 times, however you want to do. Then you want to receive, here we go, a copal incense. These are made here in Mexico. They smell wonderful. They are divine. It's a copal incense. So you also receive that. In addition to your jabón de coco, which is just coconut soap. Coconut soap, coconut is very cleansing, it's very healing. So you receive this as well in the kit. Elegua, that's who you go to first to open the way. So you do this first, then you go into your spiritual bath after. So this will be in your kit. Last but not least, you'll also get a sage bundle, about 4 inches or so. You'll also have that. So all 5 products, which is going to be your copal, resin, wonderful, is local here, made in Mexico. You'll also have your incense. You have that for cleansing, for purifying the energy around you. You'll also have your coconut soap or jabón de coco. You'll also get your baño de Yemaya, your bath of Yemaya. This is made with seawater. This is made with actual seawater. It has your conchas at the bottom. Very, very powerful for invoking the spirit of Yemaya. Excellent, excellent. I love it. I love it. And then you also get a 7-day candle. That's why you choose between either a blue, can you see? A blue or a white. So that will come in the kit. You can hit us up on WhatsApp as well. That's 1-504-295-0558 to place your order if you're local. We have them on the website soon. And also, you'll be able to meet me on Thursday as well. So these are some things. In addition to other herbs that we have, the mumati is coming back. The blood and lymph cleanser is coming back. All of that we have. Just a matter of logistics of getting everything over so you can order on the site or pick it up locally here. So we're very excited about that. Thank you all again for your time. I really appreciate you all. I really love you all. And if you have any questions, don't forget to info@soultribeheal. And until next time, I'll see you later. Peace and love, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.